Okay, today we're doing a quick deep dive into, well, one of the giants, Plato.
Hmm.
We're aiming straight for the heart of his philosophy, specifically how he understood true reality,
Right?
our mission, to really get our heads around his theory of forms, sometimes called universals, by starting with, believe it or not, a geometry question.
It's a great starting point. We're digging into Plato's realism here.
Hmm.
His core idea was that the stuff we see and touch, it's actually, kind of flawed, imperfect reflections of something deeper, truer.
These forms, or universals, they're like the perfect blueprint, the shared essence of things.
Exactly, the perfect model that, say, all physical chairs participate in, but none quite achieve.
So to kick this off, Plato basically asks, what is a circle? Simple question, right?
Seems simple. You might point to one maybe drawn in the sand or carved into stone.
Yeah, physical example.
But here's where Plato makes his move. He says, look closely at any physical circle, any single one.
And it's always imperfect.
Always. No matter how carefully made, it's got flaws. Tiny bumps. Maybe it's not quite round.
Plus, it's temporary, isn't it? It's going to change, decay, erode over time.
Precisely. It won't last. So here's the paradox Plato throws at us. If every circle we can actually point to is flawed and temporary,
How do we even have this concept of a perfect circle? How can we talk about it, define it, if we can't see or touch one?
that's the puzzle. We all share this idea, this concept of perfect roundness, even though, well, we never actually encounter it through our senses.
So what was his answer? It sounds like quite a leap.
It was extraordinary, really. Plato concluded that the world our senses show us, it's just a poor reflection, a shadow almost,
A reflection of what?
of a deeper unseen reality, the reality of the forms.
Wait, so the world we live in isn't the real reality. We've been looking at things backwards.
That's the staggering claim, yes.
Yeah.
These forms, they constitute true reality. They exist in this perfect, invisible world beyond our senses.
Okay, hold on. Does this just apply to shapes like circles, or is it broader?
Oh, it's everything. So while your drawing of a circle washes away,
Mm-hmm.
the form of circleness itself, perfect, eternal, unchanging, it just is. It always exists.
Right.
And Plato had this memorable way to illustrate it. He sort of suggests this unseen realities where perfect cats chase perfect mice in perfect circles around perfect rocks.
Huh. Okay, that paints a picture. So it's not just geometry. The cat sleeping on your couch is temporary.
But the form of catness, the essential blueprint of what makes a cat, that's eternal.
So the form is the perfect blueprint, and physical things are just flawed copies, okay?
Exactly. Temporary, flawed copies. But then think about what this means for knowledge. If the physical world is just a copy,
Then how do we actually know anything for sure? If we can't trust our senses to show us the real thing.
that's the crucial shift. What about abstract ideas like justice or beauty?
Are they forms too, locked away in that same invisible realm, perfect and unchanging?
According to Plato, yes. And this is maybe the most important part. If our senses only perceive these fleeting, decaying copies,
Then trying to build knowledge purely on what we see and hear, it's unreliable.
inherently unreliable, he'd argue, trying to define justice just by looking at examples in the world.
You're only ever seeing flawed actions, flawed systems, never perfect justice itself.
That's it. So Plato says true knowledge, he called it episteme, isn't about listing all the flawed things around us.
It's about something else.
It's about accessing and understanding these eternal, perfect forms,
Yeah.
using our reason, our intellect, not our eyes and ears.
You gain knowledge by grasping the perfect original, not by examining the flawed copy.
Precisely. Through philosophical contemplation and reasoning.
Wow. Okay, so that leaves us and you, the listener, with a pretty big thought, doesn't it?
Hmm.
If every single physical thing, every rock, cat, person, drawing eventually decays and disappears,
Huh.
does Plato's whole idea boil down to this? That the only thing truly permanent is the concept, the form, the idea of perfection itself.
It points that way.
And think about those big moral ideas like justice or beauty. If no person, no society has ever achieved perfect justice, does Plato mean the only way we can even approach it is by using our minds to try and grasp that pure, eternal form of justice itself? Something to think about.